It has been 3 months since I posted last on this channel, but this is Talks with Antoine, and let's just jump right into it. So, like I said before, it's been about 3 months since I last posted on this channel. I last left off with a series on how I became the Black Sheep, and I decided to take like a summer break from off of that. It is a really heavy story to tell. It is a relatively recent story to tell, and you know, honestly, I had like quite a like light-hearted summer, right? I have a new love interest. I have like traveled. I've seen Beyonce. I have left the country. It just has been a lot of things that has been happening for me over the last summer that kind of I was like, it's just not even honestly worth it telling this story. However, I am back. It is officially fall, and I do want to complete the series. I'm going to summarize the rest of the videos up in about 3 videos or so. I'm sorry, the rest of the story up in about like 3 videos or so, and we're gonna just try to move on from that situation because things are drastically like changing for me. And plus, I would honestly like to like tell you guys how crazy my summer has been. It has been everything from me getting into like fucking bar fights, me like falling asleep behind the wheel and ended up on a fucking curve. Like it came from me like partying in New York and like meeting like a new love interest. I would definitely like to tell y'all like how me and this guy had became like full circle. Like we like went to high school together, and I guess it just wasn't divine timing then. However, it is perfect timing now, and we're just starting things all over again, relearning ourselves ultimately. um I just want to give you guys that rundown. So I will give y'all all of those stories definitely soon as I finish up, you know, the how I became the Black Sheep, which honestly worked out to my favor because after this entire story ended, honestly, that's when my life had picked up. I believe that I talked to you guys about like soon as, you know what, I don't even think I've gotten to that point, but after the climax of that entire storyline, that's when I started traveling more than ever. I ended up meeting a new set of friends. I have attended Fashion Week this year. Just things that I've never done before, I got a chance to do. And I could also tell you guys on the difficult side of like learning how to like manage this new life for me, because it did come with some expenditures that I wasn't mindful of, and now I am like feeling the burden of. But we'll get into that too. But yeah, like I just had to take a break. I just been really like immersed in life and not really posting on social media about it. Come 2026, we're also like working on like a entire rebrand where I am working on being more active on multiple platforms, including YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, etc. So that way I can like diversify my brand, right? As much as possible. There's a lot of things like I've also am like working on a new brand. I am like still on a fitness journey. Like there's a lot of things that I've been trying to accomplish, right? So also in this like Saturn return, it's like the great lock-in. Yes, you guys are going to see me on this channel. It's still just not going to be as consistent as I wanted it to be. That's probably coming in 2026, but it's definitely preparing to set myself up for the new cycle of one. As you also know that we are in the year of 9, the year of completion, Saturn's return. This is a very transformational period for everybody, and specifically speaking for myself, I'm closing up a lot of loose ends. I'm letting go a lot of things that no longer serve me, which is including this story. Like after I wrap up this story time, that is going to probably be the last time I speak on it, because it just no longer serves me. Those people are no longer in my life. And I'm also here to tell you like some advice. Just because they're your family doesn't mean that they're for you. Just because they're your family doesn't mean that they need to be in your life. And though we like wear this badge of being the Black Sheep or the outcast, but literally sometimes your ancestor lineage or lineage or God himself will pull you out of these situations because you just weren't meant to be there, right? You were honestly meant to be that cousin or that sibling that barely comes around and everybody talks mad shit about you about why you're never around, but you know that you had to find peace and not being immersed in whatever toxicity you were raised in, right? And it is a long process. It is a healing process. You learn a lot of things about yourself along the way, but ultimately it's worth it at the end, right? And that's going to be the summary, like as I keep speaking on with the rest of the storyline. But yeah, there's just been a lot that's been going on. Good, bad, or indifferent. Just a lot of taking steps and moving in the direction in which I want my life to be curated. And you guys are just going to be along every step of the way. I'm not going to like fully release, I guess, some of the business and the branding that I want to do, but that's definitely going to come towards the end of the year, towards the shift of the beginning of the year. That's where you guys are going to see that entire rebrand. And hopefully you'll be able to see Bay on this channel as well. So yeah, this is like a really short video. I'm definitely going to get back into it. You're definitely going to find more consistency in 2026, of course. This has been Talks with Antoine. Very short video, short, sweet, and to the point. Peace.